Right, so There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. Love this song, and I think one of the reasons it's really great from a guitar playing point of view is that if you look up the chords on Ultimate Guitar or whatever, then what you get is not exactly what is being played on the record. I don't know if someone's got a version on there now which is bang on, but normally what it tells you to play is something like which is fine. It gets the basic idea, but it can be quite frustrating if you're trying to absolutely nail it, because if you play that and then you go and listen to the record, it's not right. And the guitar is really good. The chords are great on the actual record, because Johnny Marr's a legend. Yeah, and it's quite hard to work out exactly what's going on because the guitar's actually not very loud on the track, and the bass is very loud. But I think I've got pretty close to what's on the record. And I should say I've done a cover of it, so go and check that out if you want. But I think what's going on is something more like this. So let's go through that slowly, and I'm going to try and put some chord diagrams up. I will not be able to tell you the names of all the chords, or I might try and put those up as well, but at the moment I do not know what they all are. So it starts off with a sort of D minor sort of thing. Now I think what's going on is one guitar is playing something like that. So barring the first two strings on the first fret, and then playing the third string on the second fret, and then open fourth and fifth. So I think one guitar's doing that, and then this is very hard to work out just by listening to it, but I think there's another guitar then doing it up there. So I think you've got two guitars for that first chord, but let's stick down here for the moment. So you've got that, and then you've basically got F, G. So that's sort of straightforward enough. Then getting into the main bit of the verse, this is a bit different because there's far more chords than you think. There are sort of three little changes. So there's a main sort of A minor 7 type chord, and then there's a little transition chord when you're on the A minor, and then secondly when you get onto the G, yes, it's more like that to start with, and then there's a transition one lifting that finger off, and then the third additional one is you start on the F, and then there's a change there. So there's sort of three more chords than you might think there are. So let's start from the start, obviously, of the main bit. Yes, you've got this one to start with. Sorry, we're going to make sure that kappa isn't shining in everyone's faces. My ring finger's not doing anything here. Okay, so A minor 7. So kind of like if you start from your normal A minor, and then take your ring finger off the third string, put your pinky or your ring finger if you prefer on the third fret of the first string. Okay, so then you've got sort of 2 strums, and then you're lifting off on the pinky. Okay. Then to this G shape, which is fretting the 6th string at the 3rd fret and the 2nd string at the 1st. And similar sort of thing, so then you go to your transition chord, which is just lifting off your 1st finger. So far we've got and then we go back to the A minor 7. So I go to that transition chord from the A minor 7 again, just very briefly. You could probably leave that out this second time. Okay, so similar sort of thing. I'm not going to try and describe in precise detail exactly what I'm doing because it'll drive me mad, but you can work it out just by listening. So what it is from the start of the main part of the verse. Okay, so there's 4 chords there. I hope that's relatively clear or that you can work it out. So then we go to the F. So I'm not barring all the way across, and the reason I'm not barring all the way across is because we need to go to our transition chord from the F. So what I'm actually doing is I'm barring the first 2 strings at the 1st fret. That's going to take some practice if you've not done it before, but entirely doable. And then what you can do actually, if you want to make things harder for yourself, is thumb the 1st fret of the 6th string, but if you don't want to do that, then don't do it. So okay, so then we're going from there to our transition chord, if you like, on the F, which is just an F major 7, or at least I think that's what it's called. Lovely normal C and normal G. And I think that is basically the main part of the verse. Yeah, so I'll play that more slowly. I'll do the intro bit as well. Okay, and then that's just the chorus. This is easier in that it's nearer to what you'll find if you just look at the chords, unless I've missed something. But I think it basically goes like this. You've obviously got you've got this again. So start with the chorus. Okay, yeah, you can probably get it from that. If you could get the verse, then you can get the chorus. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. Hope that was really, hope that was of some value. If you fancy subscribing, please do. But I really cannot guarantee that there will be videos regularly. In fact, I can guarantee there will not be videos regularly. But if you want to make me feel good by subscribing, then please do. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you again, hopefully at some point.